Hello and good morning. Today is Monday, September 13th, 2021. I'm Lindsay Duff and this is Responsible Day Trading. We do have a tropical storm / possible hurricane heading our way, and that's typical for Texas this time of year. So we actually made out pretty good last year, so it's probably our turn this year. I'm still in the middle, deep off in the middle of some projects where we're trying to update some things on UProfit Trader and Responsible Day Trading. So I've really just been taking some time off to really dive off into this stuff. The Spanish translations are taking much longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. My translator is working overtime and I'm so appreciative of her. Also taking a few new people here, doing some training. We've opened up Responsible Day Trading again. We kind of closed it off for a while. A lot during the pandemic, just a lot going on with a lot of people, and we wanted to, make sure that we were in the right place and they're in the right place and those kind of things. So things are opening back up and just ready to get rolling again. But it takes some time and some work. So let's just go ahead and check out the market, guys. Let's go check it out. So let's start off with this daily chart, okay? You can see that we have pulled once again down towards the EMAs. We haven't quite touched it yet. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger so we can see. We haven't quite touched it yet. Right now, we still have strength to the downside. Now let's look at the previous times we were at this area, right? So we reached down, got near it, and then pulled back up as that next BB was still outside. Probably the same thing here. That next one is pulling up as it's still outside. Now, do I expect it to come back down? I actually still expect it to come down a little bit further. That may be just me wanting it for that perfect look of touching the area, but we see how these bars are closing hard to the downside. Now, this may be something like a double bar or a hard close down, hard close up reversal, which can be a double bar as well, where it stops right at that same spot and then pushes up higher. But with the look that I see currently, I would still expect this, even though it's pulled up just a little bit, to pull back down a little bit more. Now, if we reach this area and touch it, which we basically reached the quote unquote area, but if we reach all the way down and touch that area and we still see strength to the downside, with the fact that, we've had such a struggle to break back above these EMAs, these Bollinger Bands, and we're starting to see what looks like some significant strength to the downside, I'm really going to expect this to keep pushing down. But that's just my opinion, and let's look at what the rest of the market has to say. So let's go ahead and look at the 28,657. So with the 28,657, what we're seeing is we had that nice strong push down, and now we're making what looks like a V pivot back to the upside. We saw it happen here. We saw it happen here. Now that the EMAs are starting to level out and open up, and we're still below the zero line here, anticipations are still to the downside because the direction is still technically down. We're making lower pivots in the MACDs each time we come down. I know we're higher than back here, but we were also lower in both the price and the MACDs at that point. So there's really no divergences going on or anything like that. We're reaching that top Bollinger Band. If this rolls off, and even if it continues up, we could see it head towards the zero line and possibly roll off at that point too. But with this opened up to the downside, I'd be very cautious of taking any long trades and just pay attention to what happens with the possibility of short. So let's look over the three trading charts, okay? So if I'm looking at my 10,946, once again, direction is down. Now the BBs are smoking to the upside as we're reaching these EMAs that are open to the downside. We did have a little bit of divergence here, that nice little reversal bar, nice big reversal bar that happened here. BBs didn't roll to the downside. So maybe this is the beginning of a shift to the upside, but for now, the direction is still down since we are, at or below the zero line, below the EMAs. We'd really want to break back above both of them up here and see something more along the lines of breaking back above, pulling away, and then making a new high higher than that, along with the price and the MACDs. Because if we can't make a newer high in both the price and the MACDs, then it's going to be a struggle to continue up at that point. Currently, now if we look at the trading chart, which is the 1597, currently we are having a little tiny bit of divergence right here. So we can see how we have the price going up and the MACDs not so much. While sitting at the zero line, that might be a sign of pushing back to the downside. We have made that high. We have exceeded it, but right into areas that have a possibility to push down. Now, the immediate right now is trying to show us up. So we always have to play between the immediate and the overall. So the immediate is showing us up, which means if it's going to go down, it's not happening right here, right now. We can see tiny little reversal bar, but we are far away from these EMAs. And remember, they act as magnets. We always are looking to snap back to them. So the extreme immediate, like right here, right now, doesn't say exactly, hey, we're going to the downside, although the MACDs have broken below the Bollinger Band here. They could very easily, kind of like this right here, very easily roll up and continue up. So the absolute immediate says, okay, we're pushing to the upside, but the overall says be cautious of those moves to the upside. Now, can that change throughout the day? Yeah, right now it is 6:52 in the morning, so the market doesn't even open for another hour and a half, basically. But yeah, just coming back to these charts, the overall does still say up here, but we still got pressure to the downside. And I say the overall and the daily because we're above the zero line, we're above the EMAs, but we do have a look of trying to push down further. Now, what happens with this and the way that this works is the MACDs can still continue to push down, heading down towards that zero line while we see the movement to the upside, because that's where that bit of divergence, it takes a little while. This is that giant that takes a while to turn. Just think of a little chart taking the time to turn is very quick and easy and simple. Whenever we're looking for the 233 to turn, boom, boom, it's so quick and easy because it's a much smaller chart. These bars are much smaller. This is that giant that takes some time to turn around. So it may start turning around and it may take a minute for the MACDs to catch up with it. It may not even catch up with it until the following day. So that's going to wrap up everything we pretty much got going on here. Remember, just being cautious, paying attention, listening to what it's telling you. That's all we can do every day. We need to listen to what the market is saying and not try and force it to do what we want it to do. Don't forget, we do still have the discount for you profit trader, 30% off. And guys, if you're interested in becoming a part of responsible day trading, get in touch with us. Let us know. We do have some openings right now. You can speak with a team member to get all the information you need. Remember, we spend a lot of time one-on-one with you. So we do look through every student that comes through to really make sure that we're a right fit for one another. Also, guys, if you like the content that you're seeing here, please don't forget to like and subscribe so other people can find me as well. The more that you like and subscribe, the easier it is for other people to find me and get this content, get the information that they need in order to move forward, in order to have the right mindset as you're starting off your day trading. So, guys, it's wonderful to be here with you. Everybody stay safe out there. Keep us in your good thoughts. I think we should be all right. Even though I'm living off a lake, I think we're in a good area that doesn't flood very much. I just moved here, so I have some friends around here that say we don't flood. So just, keep us all in your good thoughts. So, all right, guys. Hope everybody has a great day. And as always, you know that I look forward to catching you on the profitable side.